Imagine riding a train in downtown Chicago, scrolling through your phone, unaware of the terror approaching from behind. Suddenly, a stranger douses you with gasoline and sets you on fire. This is not a nightmare. It became reality for 26-year-old Bethany McGee on November 17, 2025, aboard the Blue Line L train. This attack has shocked the nation, not only for its brutality, but also for the disturbing history of the alleged perpetrator. A man with 72 prior arrests and a decades-long criminal record somehow managed to remain free, only to unleash chaos on an innocent woman. In this video, we'll take you through every horrifying detail of the attack, the shocking gaps in the justice system, the survival story of the victim, and the public outrage surrounding this chilling incident. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, like, and also share this video. The evening of November 17, 2025, began like any other in downtown Chicago. Bethany McGee, a 26-year-old woman, boarded the Blue Line train. She was seated, focused on her phone, when Lawrence Reed, 50, approached her from behind. Authorities say Reed purchased gasoline from a nearby gas station, filled a small plastic container, and boarded the train with a sinister plan. Surveillance footage shows him approaching Bethany, removing the cap from the container, and pouring gasoline over her head and body. Terrified, Bethany tried to escape, running through the train car as Reed chased her. At one point, the container spilled and caught fire, but Reed allegedly retrieved it and set her ablaze. Flames engulfed her as she desperately tried to flee, ultimately collapsing on the platform outside the train. Good Samaritans immediately rushed to her aid, and emergency services transported her to the hospital. She survived, but her condition was critical. This horrifying scene left commuters traumatized and raised urgent questions about public safety. Lawrence Reed's criminal record is as disturbing as the attack itself. According to authorities, Reed has spent 32 years in and out of the criminal justice system. His record includes 72 prior arrests, ranging from minor traffic violations to violent offenses. Officials revealed that Reed had 8 felony and 7 misdemeanor convictions, yet he was allowed to roam free with only brief jail time. Since 2016 alone, he had 22 arrests, demonstrating a troubling pattern of escalating criminal behavior. At the time of the attack, Reed was under electronic monitoring for a previous aggravated battery charge. In August, he allegedly struck a hospital social worker in the face, leaving her with concussion and optic nerve damage. Despite this, he remained free, a decision that has sparked widespread outrage. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy expressed disbelief and anger, stating, "It is devastating that a career criminal with 72 prior arrests is now accused of attacking 26-year-old Bethany McGee on Chicago's L train and setting her on fire." This attack highlighted glaring failures in the justice system, where repeat offenders are given multiple chances, often at the expense of public safety. The Chicago court system has long faced criticism for its handling of repeat offenders. Reed's release on electronic monitoring, despite a violent criminal history, allowed him to commit a federal terrorism act. Federal prosecutors argued that the state system failed to contain Reed's persistent threat. Assistant U.S. Attorney Aaron Bond said, "He has been given chance after chance after chance. He is too dangerous for release." Reed's case is an example of systemic gaps in the justice system. Despite over 3 decades of criminal behavior, including battery, assault, arson, and other violent offenses, he was able to walk free at critical moments, culminating in this horrific attack on a public transit system. The federal charge he now faces, terrorism against a mass transportation system, could carry a life sentence, highlighting the severity of this unprecedented crime. If Bethany McGee does not survive her injuries, a death penalty enhancement could apply, though the death penalty was abolished in Illinois in 2011. Investigators have pieced together Reed's actions through surveillance footage and witness accounts. Cameras at a nearby gas station showed him filling the container roughly 20 minutes before the attack. Cameras inside the train captured the assault, and those on the platform tracked his escape. Officials also relied on testimony describing his erratic courtroom behavior. During his initial appearance, Reed repeatedly disrupted proceedings, singing, babbling, and attempting to represent himself. He even shouted, "I plead guilty." Despite his odd behavior, the evidence against Reed is clear, and federal authorities are determined to ensure he faces justice. Bethany McGee's survival is nothing short of miraculous. Engulfed in flames, she managed to escape the train and reach the platform, where passers-by intervened. She remains hospitalized, with her family asking the public for privacy as she recovers from life-threatening injuries. The public outrage has been immense. Many criticized Chicago's leniency towards repeat offenders, highlighting how Reed's freedom directly endangered innocent citizens. Social media erupted with calls for reform, emphasizing the dangers of allowing violent individuals to remain on the streets. Experts also compared this attack to another tragic incident, the August murder of 23-year-old Irina Zarutska on a Blue Line train in Charlotte, North Carolina. Both cases involved random, unprovoked attacks on women by individuals with serious mental health and criminal histories. This attack is not just an isolated incident, it's part of a broader discussion about criminal justice, mental health, and public safety in America. Reed's decades-long pattern of criminal behavior, combined with repeated judicial leniency, shows a system struggling to balance rehabilitation with protection of the public. It also raises questions about electronic monitoring programs. While intended to prevent further crimes, in Reed's case, monitoring failed to stop an attack that endangered many lives. Experts argue that this is a cautionary tale of relying too heavily on minimal supervision for high-risk offenders. The Chicago train attack has already left a mark on public consciousness. It has reignited debates about how repeat offenders are treated, the effectiveness of electronic monitoring, public transit safety, mental health resources, and intervention for high-risk individuals. Authorities have promised a thorough investigation, and federal charges ensure Reed will face the highest level of accountability possible. Still, the trauma inflicted on Bethany McGee and the public cannot be ignored. Lawrence Reed's attack on Bethany McGee is a chilling reminder that the system sometimes fails those it is meant to protect. A career criminal, given chance after chance, was free to commit a horrifying act of violence. Bethany's survival is a testament to human resilience, but it also serves as a warning. Public safety must be a priority, repeat offenders must be closely monitored, and justice must be swift. As we follow this case, one thing is clear: the line between freedom and public safety must never be so blurred that innocent lives are put at risk. Stay with us for updates on this story, and remember, awareness is key. The more we understand these failures, the better we can prevent them in the future. If you found this story shocking, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth true crime coverage. Share this video to spread awareness, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. How can the justice system prevent another tragedy like this?